I don't know why or when I became interested in building ship models. When I was about 4 years old, my dad and uncle bought a wooden kit of the Christian Radic in about the mid-1950s. They started the hull but never finished it. My dad finally did finish it about 30 years later. You want to go upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Scooter, come on. I'll show you the ships. So, this one I'm working on. The first one was this one. So this is,
Oh, the wheel can spin.
yeah, it's called the Blue Nose. And this one I built, let's see, I was like 30 years old, so that was 43 years ago. So it's a little dusty too, and it has one cannon.
How does the cannon work? Do you pull it out?
And, well, yes, it's just for show. They used to use these for raiding the shore, but this was a kind of an armed yacht that they used. It was like a special ship for like the queen or king, and then, but it had some cannons just to protect it. Files,
What?
clamps, things you need to build the models. Slide the latch.
This one's not micro.
Let me show you the wood fix. It's in here. So there's ebony wood, that's the black. And then this is pear. And that's cherry wood.
Which one is this?
That's called boxwood. And then there's wood here. I've got lots of wood. There's wood in there. This is from where we used to live. We had neighbors that had pear trees, and they cut them down. And I saved some of the logs and dried them out, cut them up. So that's what this is. Someday I could build a ship out of that. So here are the plans. There are no instructions, just plans. Here's one with the cannons and a wheel.
So what's the name of the ship?
The Bon Homme Richard. It was a French ship that the French lent to the United States. Well, it wasn't the United States quite yet. And this ship actually won the battle. It fought a British ship. It actually won the battle, but it sunk.
So basically they all sunk?
Well, no, they didn't sink the British ship. They just disabled it, and they had to transfer over to that ship. Do you recognize that one, Felix?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're building these, like I said, they don't give you instructions. You have to kind of figure it out, like what do you need to do next.
There's no instructions.
So I'm building this deck now. So this one's built just like a real ship is built. All the timbers. All the other models are not like this one.
How long have you been building this ship?
Since 2007. If you look down,
Oh.
see this side is open so you can see inside the ship. And I'm putting lights in there.
Oh. I see the ladder, and then next to that is
Yeah.
a box with stuff. And then and you walk over there and there's stairs. And then there's like keys on the ground. And then you go up there. And go.
You can use almost any wood It depends if you're going to paint the model or leave it unfinished or unpainted. So if you paint it, you can use almost any wood. Okay, you could use pine, you could use spruce, you could use pear, whatever, because you'll never know. If you're going to leave it natural, then it's kind of just a convention. You could do a model in all one wood only, but if you wanted to kind of look a little bit realistic in a sense, you could use pear because the grain is fine, so it's kind of looks like in scale, and it's easy to work with. Boxwood is good for carving because there's no grain, directional grain. There's a grain, but it's non-directional, so you can carve, and it makes it easier for that kind of stuff. Scratch building a model would be more realistic than building a model from a kit. The scale and the parts and all that would be, like I said, more in line with actual sizes and that kind of thing. And I could learn a lot more through that process. So with scratch building, you basically make everything, the planks to the metal fittings and even the rope. There's no instructions either as in a kit. You have plans, but you need to come up with a building sequence that allows you to include everything without having to take things apart later to fit them in. It's a time-consuming hobby, but for me it's enjoyable and relaxing. The woodworking and model building kind of evolves separately, but together. So besides working with wood, metalwork, soldering, and rope making are all skills that you need to master if you want to do this. And it takes quite a few more tools, which I've slowly accumulated over the years.
Do you think those ships that you build can float in water?
Whoa, no, not the ones I built. They would flip over and sink.
So what's next after you finish the Bonhomme Richard?
Well, I have plans for 3 more ships that I could build, but I don't know if I would ever get to them.